Alright, this video is gonna be basically, the, just, things that happen pretty much, in the month of, uh, June, um, in TNA and WWE, and just my opinion on them. And pretty much for this month, I think the main thing that really caught my attention, most people's attention, is the Ric Flair Jay Lethal feud, because it's just one of the funniest things on TV right now. Well, at least some of the things they've been doing. The promo when Jay Lethal came out as Ric Flair and they went back and forth was probably one of the funniest things I've seen on TNA or on any wrestling show in a real long time. But also, like, apparently it's gonna lead up to a match, and I mean that. I really don't like seeing Ric Flair in matches anymore. But I mean, if he's gonna push Jay Lethal, which it seems like he's doing, I guess yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm okay with that. Also, with this whole thing going on, Flair also formed his new Four Horsemen group of Fortune, which is okay. I mean, they're not really doing anything else with any of those wrestlers. I wish they would be doing more with Nigel McGuinness, but they're not. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't know really. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good faction thing. It'll with this new faction, the ECW faction that they're gonna have coming in. I mean, this one's okay. I mean, if they're gonna fight against them, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what they're planning on doing. But I mean, as long as Jay Lethal's getting a push, I mean, some of these young guys just need more pushes, and I mean, I think that's a good thing that Jay Lethal is finally getting his push. And another thing I've been noticing a lot is they're really letting Ric Flair do whatever he wants on the mic. I mean, he's really dirty. Like, this is like dirty Ric Flair. I mean, he just like thrusting towards all like the women and like the crowd and just being really like dirty and vulgar, and the way he yells at people in the crowd. I mean, it's really entertaining, but I've never seen Ric Flair act like this. He never got to act like this in WWE. So I mean, I think it's pretty interesting that TNA is letting him do pretty much whatever he wants. Another thing I've been noticing is Eric Bischoff keeps cutting these promos, and he'll come out like to the ramp and he'll like be talking to somebody, but he won't be staring at them. He'll be like looking off in an opposite direction, like he's looking at Sting, shooting a promo, like talking to Sting, yelling at him. Sting's not in the ring, but Eric Bischoff's looking at the ring, and Sting's like below the ramp, like looking up at Eric Bischoff on the ramp. But Eric Bischoff's just looking at the ring. It's like he's going blind or something. I think Hulk Hogan too. Like, he'll talk to people, or he'll be talking about somebody, and they'll just be like right next to him, and he won't even notice them. It's just like, I don't know. I think they're just getting really old, and they just don't need to be on TV if they can't even find out where people actually are in the ring. Another person they introduced is this Rosie Lotta Love chick. I mean, she's actually good at cutting promos, but I mean, she's not really that great in the ring. She's just like an Awesome Kong replacement, it seems like. Like, they're trying to replace Awesome Kong, but they can't with this chick. Even though she is cutting promos pretty good, and it was funny when she kissed JB, and Taz was like, "Oh, it finally happened. He kissed a girl." I thought that was pretty funny, but I mean, they haven't used her like in 3 weeks, so I don't even know where she is. So whatever. Another thing I want to talk about, this is like earlier in the month. Abyss had this match with Orlando Jordan, and Abyss had like this cut on his arm. Orlando Jordan like took off like the his bandages, and then started like ripping open like Abyss's stitches. It was really gross. I can't believe they actually showed it. He was really like just like pulling open his wound, and they showed it on TV, and I was just like, wow. Like, I'd never seen anybody just like rip open somebody's like newly, repaired, stitched arm. It was pretty disgusting, actually. It was pretty crazy. I just never, I mean, it was, I don't know, just TNA trying to get attention with the blood and shit. And so apparently Abyss is heel now. Hopefully. I'm not really seeing it. He's still acting pretty stupid with his promo about them, saying them. Everybody knows who it is. I mean, you should just say ECW. I mean, it's so obvious. I mean, Raven and Tommy Dreamer and Steven Richards out in the crowd. I mean, it's so obvious who he's talking about, and they're gonna initiate Abyss into this ECW faction. Rhino will probably be in the stands next week, or this week coming up or whatever. Then they'll just start piling on more people. Dudley's will join. But it's weird this week. It seems like everything's repetition, like with TNA and WWE and NXT and all that shit. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, Abyss is like chokeslam Jeff Hardy off of. Well, first week he chokeslams Jeff Hardy off. He gets all pissed, points at Hulk Hogan, says, "Oh, this is your fault," whatever. Okay, and then the week after that, he chokeslams Ken Anderson off of there. Then Hulk Hogan comes out, hits him with a chair, points at Hulk Hogan, and does the whole stupid Hulk Hogan whatever thing. It's just stupid, and they did the same thing 2 weeks in a row. But they're not the only ones doing that. WWE seems to be doing 2 week in a row, same bullshit every week. I mean, if you think about it, like this NXT group, whatever, I mean, Abyss attacking, Jeff and Anderson, 2 weeks in a row. I mean, this NXT group, first week they attack Cena, next week they attack Vince McMahon, next week they attack Ricky Steamboat. They're just doing the same thing over and over again. The first time they did it was actually interesting when they invaded and tore up the ring and did all this crazy shit. And the whole thing with Bryan Danielson getting fired over choking somebody with a tie and all that bullshit. He went overboard spitting on Cena, and, Cena wants him back so he can beat the shit out of him and beat him, actually, and be, legit the top guy again. But, that shouldn't happen. I think Danielson should go somewhere else and get paid a lot more money. But, it's just repetition. They keep doing. I mean, the NXT thing was interesting at first. It's weird. I was talking to my friend's girlfriend, and she was all like, "Oh, I thought that was like," because she watches wrestling now. She's like, "Oh, I thought that was pretty neat," and I'm just like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like when me and your boyfriend used to watch, back in the '90s." Things like, the invasion stuff, that happened almost every week when the invasion was going on. Like, it was crazy. I mean, it was just, this is just being done over, like, and over again. I mean, it's just not very original at all. The first night it was, but now when they just keep doing the same thing, it's like, oh, we're going to come out and beat somebody up, we're going to come out and beat somebody up. It's just pointless, and it's starting to get really old and just boring. I mean, I'm just getting tired of it. A couple more stupid things about NXT. Well, at least this is the thing they're doing with the first group of them. They come out like one of these nights and they say, "Oh, I apologize to my kids, and we apologize to all the children and all the parents for doing this, blah blah blah." Like, "Oh, this was inappropriate, blah blah blah." And they actually give a decent apology, and then they go beat the shit out of somebody else and like wreck everything again. It just makes no fucking sense. And another thing, they name their group now. They're not the NXT graduates anymore. They're the Nexus. And the Nexus is a fucking like alternate reality rip in time in Star Trek, which I think is so stupid that they're using that name. I'm sure no WWE fans would actually know any Star Trek anything, but it's not a good thing from Star Trek. It's actually a really stupid thing from Star Trek. But I just think that's kind of funny that they would actually name their group that shit. It's really kind of ignorant, and I wonder if there's actually like Star Trek WWE writers or some shit. I mean, it just sounds really stupid. Bad name choice. One more thing about Abyss turning heel again. I never thought I'd be so happy to hear his old music. I mean, I am so glad they got rid of that old WCW Hulk Hogan bullshit theme. That was terrible. God, I'm so glad to hear Abyss's old music. Another thing that was cool about this month, if you could find it, Jeff Hardy had a match with James Storm. It lasted a really long time, almost like, I think about like 15-minute match. It was like, I think like at the halfway point of like one of this week's Impacts, and it was just a really good match. If you could find it on their website, I would definitely check it out. And last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is, Ken Anderson and Jeff Hardy have just been shooting like the best promos like I've heard in years, like on TNA, like these past few weeks. And just, if you can find anything with Jeff Hardy and Anderson, it's just great. It's just like the best promo work I've heard, in so long. I'm not gonna say since the '90s, but it's just great just here having these two guys together because you can tell like they're really good friends and they're just going out there having fun and they're just laughing at each other and it's just fun to watch. So yeah, that's about all I've got for this month. I'll probably start up a list for next month of all the things that I like and don't like. But yeah, pretty much that's it for June and uh next will be July. All right.